Hi everybody, this is Sherry from The Right Stuff. Welcome back. I can't believe how quick I'm getting my videos back to back, but I got in early this platinum. So I wanted to make a video before the weekend to let you guys have a look at this. And I wanted to have an update. I just made the Parker Sonnet video, and I wanted to, I enjoy doing this, and I do it for a lot of fun and enjoyment for myself. But I also take it a little weight to it. If you're going to make some, comments or recommendations, you want them to be right. I really love the look of this Parker Sonnet. I really like the size of it. And the only problem since I've used it is the nib is smooth, but not as smooth as my custom 74 or other ink pens I have. But it seems sloppy. I don't know. I'm going to change out the ink in it. I did put in diamine Sargasso C. Sorry, I couldn't remember which one I put in there. And I'm going to change the ink out and see, because I have really found that makes a huge difference in some pens. Not all pens, but some pens are very finicky. They like to be paired with the right ink, the viscosity in it, and it just really makes a difference. So I'm going to change out the ink in this and see, because the line to me is sloppy. I like a medium fine line, and this one seems awfully annoying and sloppy. And if I can't make it behave better with the right ink, they have a nib exchange program at Parker, I think for 30 days after you buy a pen, and I'm going to exchange this nib and see if I can get a fine and see if that's the problem. But to give it a fair chance, I hate to give it a poor review, because really truly the nib is the bread and butter of the ink pen, the fountain pen, and this one is just too sloppy. And so I'm gonna try inks, various inks, and then I'll give you an update on it. So right now, I don't really recommend this. I love the body of the pen. I love that it fits my hand so good. I want to make this work so much, but it's just not satisfying to me. I've tried to just use it exclusively and to get used to it, to get it broken, and I'm not loving it. So I'm gonna keep you updated on this Parker Sonnet. And I wanted to get that off my chest because I feel bad making recommendations. This is Platinum number 3776 Century, and I got it in a medium nib. It has 14 karat gold nib on this. Oops, if I can get it open. Sorry, my fingers today are a little finicky. But here's a regular sleeve. It says Platinum. Since 1919, Japan. And that's about it. I'll set it to the side. And this is a cushiony faux leather case. It's kind of nice compared to a lot of them. And it opens up clamshell style. It has fountain pen warranty card and a user's manual. And one proprietary cartridge here, and here is the pen itself, and inside it has gold platinum since 1919 Japan, just to follow up on that. I thought about using a different ink, and since the Parker Sonnet, I'm just going to stick to the ink that came with it, give it a shot, pair it with the ink that came with it, and see if that makes a difference. This is a really pretty, it's a see-through, it's got gold trim, and I'm going to use my handy dandy little thing here to see if I can see what it says on it. Well, it says made in Japan, number 3776, and I'm not sure, some kind of little symbol, and platinum around the cap band. Sorry for wiggling the camera, people. And then it has gold clip here, nice, and it has a little gold ring around the top of the finial, a blue see-through finial, and inside the finial you can see looks like, I don't know if it's supposed to be, the 377 is indicative of the height of Mount Fuji. And I looked up online, I'm trying, people, to pronounce this. It is, this is in memory, homage of the Chartres Cathedral in France. Now, I looked that up, and as best as I can, I'm pronouncing that the way they did. For it's to commemorate their beautiful stained glass windows there. And it does have, you can look through it, you can put it up and see through it like a stained glass. And it is a screw-off cap, and it has a rather large nib. It has a little heart for the breather hole. I don't know if you can see that. I will try my best. I'm so sorry for the camera, people. I hope you can see that. Hope it doesn't make you seasick looking at it. And it is really pretty, a larger nib. It does have number 3776 on it with the platinum symbol, 14 karat medium, and then stamped with 585 for the gold. So, sorry to get that off camera, but I was looking at it with the my glasses. I can't find them, so I'm using, you know, Sherlock Holmes little thingy. I'm a sleuth today. And I may be cooking with that later, trying to read the labels. I don't know. So here we go. This is a pretty, has a gold band down at the bottom too. And I'm going to see if it posts. I'm going to put this cartridge down. See how well this posts for you. It is a pretty pen. That it's a resin body. It's lightweight. Yeah. I'm, as you know, real picky with the weight, the balance, but I think I could actually write with that, posted like that. It has a relatively small finger grip down here and a gold band right here, and here's threads. And it does have a step down. Now, for people that might be a little sensitive about that, if they hold it up here, that might annoy them. I hold mine real close down here, which I know a lot of people do not do that, but I do. And so it's not going to bother me. But just a word of, word to the wise here. It does have a small step down with the threaded thing here. So if you get a chance to maybe use somebody else's or go into a store and get a chance to use it, just to see how that feels in your hand. And like I said, I am going to, well, if I can get off there without making a place. Okay, I am going to use the cartridge that was supplied to give it a fair demonstration, because I don't want to, well, if I can, now this was the one that came in here, right? Yes, it was. Okay, I don't want to force it in there, but hey, it popped right in there. It took a little force, but popped in there. Now I'll give it a couple squeezes, get it down in there. It turned off kind of cold last night. The wind blew crazy. But it's still sunny out, so that's good. I'm going to start out with, now just while I'm on it, the price of this today is March 10th, 2017. It was on Amazon, $68.98 for this Platinum Century 3776 medium. So that, I think that's a relatively good price for this solid gold nib. I will write with it and give you a chance to see how well it writes. And this is a Tomo River pad that I picked up somewhere. I think fountain pen for paper for fountain pens, I believe. And let's see if it's inked up good enough to write. I'm going to probably do this. Nope, I didn't squeeze it hard enough. Sometimes it's hard for me to squeeze these things because of my fingers. Ouch, and that hurt. So, looks like it's coming out. Alrighty. This is supposed to be blue ink. I looked it up to see what color of ink it was. It's supposed to be blue. It's to match the pen, I'd hope. You know, it was supposed to be blue, but this sure looks black to me. Okay, but I like this. Much smoother than the Parker Sonnet I just did. I apologize for my handwriting today. My hands the cold weather's really got them stiff, and I'm sorry. I apologize, but this is nice. I do like this better than the Parker Sonnet I just reviewed, and I really am sorry. I liked it. I thought it was smooth, but the more I used it on various papers, the line is just... this is a gold nib. I'm going to see if I can get a little line variation out of it. A little bit, but not, you know, it isn't a flex pen. And with the gold nib, I'm not going to really push it too hard. It does write upside down. I forget about that. I would never occur to me to remember to use that. People are smarter than me, I believe. But there you go. Look at that. And I really love it on this Tomoe River. And the ink goes well with this. I may try that Parker Sonnet with one of the cartridges that it came with. So to give it a look at that. And I'm just going to, I know that's that, but I'm going to give you a look at, see what I'm talking about this Parker Sonnet I just reviewed. And it doesn't do bad. It's just really a sloppy, big line. It seems like the ink really wants to come out, but it really shows up on poor quality paper. But it's okay. It's a little stiffer nib, but I'll keep using it and I'll give you updates. But that was for this Tomoe River. I really, really love this paper. I'm going to give you... I got these little Tomoe River. They're a little bit, I think this is either 52 or 56 grams, 20 pound, like, so, of density. So, they jacked it up just a little bit, and they made these. See how this is pretty translucent? The paper is just so smooth and translucent. And you can't really, because of that, you can't really write on the back because there's a lot of ghosting, a lot of, it doesn't leak, but it's just there. So to give you an example, they have this little paper notebook they made, but good night, these things are expensive. I think 2 of them were $17. But I'll do a review on one of these, but man, just the price alone keeps me from recommending them. But I do love them. It's just, I wish they made the spacing a little wider. I have bigger handwriting, as you see, and because of my hands, and I really, really need the space. You people out there with really great, beautiful handwriting that is succinct and small, you don't need it. But me, I need it. Okay, I'll put that out of the way, and I'm going to reuse this. This is a Rhodia dot pad, and Mom said, waste not, want not, and so I'm pretty aware of that. So I'll reuse this as to not waste the paper. I don't know if you can hear that. It does have more feedback on this Rhodia, and that's something I've noticed. Leave a comment below if you would. Does anybody else notice this? It makes kind of a funky noise, kind of a screechy noise. It kind of drives me a little crazy. I don't like it. It reminds me of fingernails on the chalkboard. But, you know, I only use it for test. If I'm going to use any paper to write on, it's usually the Clairefontaine or the Tomo River. So, let's see. Screechy, screechy. And we'll write upside down. It writes really well upside down. It's a little, you know, more scratchy, of course, upside down, but no upstrokes, no skips or starts. And I have a feeling the more you use a lot of these nibs, I know that as a fact, they get more broken, smoother. So this is starting out of the gate. My preliminary review of this would be, you know, it's pretty good pen, especially for the price point. And now the only sensitivity part, if you have that sensitivity to this step down, that might annoy you. So just be aware of that. Okay, let's the super cheap Topps Docket Gold. It's a tiny bit scratchy on this. It's more toothy. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little more toothy on this. Now, I'll have to write with this and see how well it pans out. And, write upside down. Yep. It sure does. Yep. And, again, the line variation. A little bit. Yeah, you know, I'm not talented at using flex pens. I don't really have any to practice with. But, yeah, you could get a little bit out of this. And the very last one, the Clairefontaine, my all-time favorite. I love this. Yes, he is. Well, I like this. I prefer this. The line to me is not as full. Some of the mediums are true mediums. This kind of strikes me as a medium, but on the finer side. I would call it maybe a fine medium, but I like it. Fine mediums are my all-time favorite preferred line width. I like the fine medium nibs. So I think I'm going to like this. I think I'm going to, you know, use it this weekend, do some journaling, and I will give it a comparison here to some other ink pens so you can get a look at the size. This is my Cross ATX. I like this pen quite a lot. I really do. And here's a Platinum Plaisir. And I probably butchered that really bad, but here you go. And let's see. Here is, I love Skillcraft. They do great. They hire service people that have been hurt, blinded, and I give them my business, and they make a pretty decent little pen. So here's Skillcraft, the Platinum Plaisir, and these Cross ATX. So you get a kind of a overview of what I'm talking about on scale. And let's measure it. It's a smallish pen, you know, right at 5.5 inches and capped. Let's post it. and get an idea there. It's almost 6 inches posted, just a hair under it, maybe right at 6 inches. So there you go. There's a look at that. I hope you enjoy a look at this. I gotta take a drink of water. Sorry, people. I've been taking allergy medicine. It's really dried me up. It's spring already. I know one of my viewers said it's not spring here. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but it sure acts like spring here. But with the allergies going with it. So here's a look at this platinum pen. It's Platinum Century 377, and I hope you have had a enjoyable look at it. I am planning on using it this weekend, and I'll give you updates if everything works out, because I like to keep you informed. I don't want you to purchase a pen that you're really sorry you bought, and I've done that more than I like. I have bought pens and then I'm not crazy about them. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of feedback about this, but the little Kaveco Sports, I'm not crazy about those things. The nibs are screechy on those things. I don't really enjoy them very much. But surprisingly, I do like these little Pilot Petites. They're okay. I like to throw them in my purse. I can throw them in there, and they're inexpensive, but they work consistently. Every time I pop off the lid, the thing will write. That really makes me happy. And I truly, truly love these El Cheapo Jinhao 599 knockoff of the Lamy. I like these things, but I tell you what, I've had a little bit of a trouble with, this is my blue one. I have Noodler's Eternal, that luxury blue that's bulletproof Eternal ink. I have it in this thing, and I love the color of that ink, but it's giving me fits with this pen. This pen probably just can't hardly work, so I'm going to try another inexpensive, the ink, the Eternal Noodler's, blue, and try that in a different pen and see if it messes it up. And if so, man, I'm going to do a review of that ink, because I don't want it messing up your pens. I put it in a cheap pen, and no worries. You can get those on eBay for, I think, close to $2. So here's a look at this pen. I like it. My preliminary thoughts about it are that it seems like a very good price. It's a pretty good value for a 14 karat nib, and it's a pretty color. And it does have in the finial here, it's supposed to represent Mount Fuji there. It has a little like knob in there, so that's kind of interesting. So there you go. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Take a look at this pen yourself if you get a chance to. I think you'll like it. And God bless you all. See you here again real soon. Maybe a little bit. I don't have any pens coming in real quick, but I may do a paper and ink review, because I do have some new inks I was wanting to check out. And I'll update you as soon as I find out about that Parker pen. God bless you all. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.